And now, Jane and Rosina will do the Emmaus Reading.
2 of them that day were making their way to a village named Emmaus, 7 miles distant from Jerusalem, discussing as they went all that had happened. In the course of their lively exchange, Jesus approached and began walking with them, but they were restrained from recognizing him. "What are you discussing as you go on your way?" Jesus asked. They halted in distress, and one of them, Cleopas by name, asked, "Are you the only resident of Jerusalem that does not know the things that have been going on here?" "What things?" Jesus asked. "All those that have to do with Jesus of Nazareth, a prophet, powerful in word and deed in the eyes of God and the people. We thought he would be the one to set Israel free. Instead, our chief leaders and priests handed him over, condemned him to death, and crucified him. Besides all of this, some women of our group have brought us some astonishing news. They visited his tomb this morning before dawn, but they did not see him. Instead, they returned with a tale that they saw a vision of angels that declared he was alive. Some other members of our group went back to the tomb, and they found it exactly as the women had said. But him, they did not see." "What little sense you have," Jesus said. "How slow you are to realize all that the prophets have taught us. Did not the Messiah have to undergo all of that in order to come into his glory? Beginning then with Moses, he interpreted all the passages of Scripture that had to do with him. By now, they were reaching the village to where they were going, but he looked like he was going further, so they pressed him. 'Stay with us. It's almost night. Day is almost over.' So he stayed with them. When he seated himself at the table to eat, he took the bread, pronounced the blessing, broke it, and began to distribute it. And then their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, and he vanished from their sight. Were not our hearts burning within us as he interpreted all the Scripture for us?" And then they immediately got up and returned to Jerusalem, where they found the 11 and the rest of the company assembled. They were greeted with, "He is alive. He has appeared to Simon." And then they recounted what had happened on the road and how they came to know him and the breaking of the bread.